Coming from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. Welcome back to It's Me Time podcast. I love you guys so much. I'm Marie-Ève Mongrain. So me, M-E is for Marie-Ève. Those are my initials. Yes, I came up with that. Also, it's me time. It's my me time. It's time to spend with myself and self-love. I'm a self-love life coach, also mindset life coach, and certified for those who are into that. I'm certified in neurosciences and as a freedom leader by Nick Bro. So I do teach law of attraction and how to release not negative emotion, but negative attachment to stories we have to let the universe bring us our deepest truly desire. And so today I'm talking about manifestation again, something that happened in my life. And last week I went with my daughter as I'm manifesting my dream life, like as I'm talking often, I'm manifesting a bunch of little things. But for me, life is a bunch of little things, right? It's not just the big career and the big house, and it's just every little moment. Just like this morning, we were outside, it was a little chilly, and we could see our breath when we were actually breathing. So they're like, oh, look, and we're just like blowing a little bit, and it was very, very cute. And this is fun. And it was raining super hard. And I love the rain, right? Sometimes I manifest that it's sunny when I want. Now it's rainy. And I just love the sound of the rain. But everything, I live life to my senses, right? So last week we went to the apple orchard with the kindergartner from my daughter's schools. And it was fun. I got to spend the day with my daughter. My youngest daughter was 5. And we went apple picking. But my older daughter, they didn't plan that for grade 2. Anyway, but I said we're gonna go this weekend, and this weekend actually I offered her. Sorry, for Sunday I said, oh, we can either go to apple picking, or if you want, we can go to this I jump place, which is like a trampoline place. So like it's a big park with trampolines, and you just jump. And she's like, yeah, let's do that. And so we ended up going, and we didn't go back. We didn't go apple picking with her, but I'm not kidding you. At 7:30 that night, like we were doing our bedtime routine. She was supposed to to go get her friend was supposed to come and play with us in the afternoon. She didn't come. I'm like, they know they can come. They're welcome. We told their parents, and if they don't come, that's okay. We attract, we don't chase, right? And so at 7:30, like it knocks at the door. Why? Who's knocking at our door at 7:30 on a Sunday night, right? It was our friend. They came in the rain with their umbrellas, and they had a bag of apples and pears that they went apple picking that day. Oh my God, this is so adorable. Like, oh my God, thank you so much, right? We know they're kind, not just because they give us presents, but I'm like, oh, that's so kind. So we didn't have to go get apples, and the apples came to us. Like, oh my God, like, how amazing is that? Like, mind blown, right? And I was like, you know what? I do enjoy having some advance notice when people are going to come at my door. But if you're coming and bringing me a present, it can be 11 or 3 a.m. If it's a really cute present or really nice present, you can disturb my house. You can come and knock on my house. You can get my dog barking as much as you want. If you want to bring me a new car, a new house, a new career, a new, like, just any gift. No, I said big things there. Want to bring me flowers, want to bring us some food, want to bring us toys. Where you can come and knock at any time. The door is always there. We're always there. We'll always find a way to open the door. We're opening the door to present. And I was like, we're attracting abundance. We're attracting things from the universe. And so that was a nice way of being grateful. And instead of being angry at someone knocking on my door unannounced, it's like, ooh, blessings unannounced. That was like amazing. And so anyway, on Thursday, we ended up doing some apple juice. It was so amazing. You know how I say I live life to the senses? Oh my God. I was drinking the fresh apple juice, and I could feel the shivers going down my arms and my neck and my arms. To me, one thing that guy can do better and even give me an orgasm is just like giving me shivers. Like, you know, like when they put their face in your neck, and you're just like, me, I kind of freeze there. My entire body just freezes and just shivers, right? But that's what the juice did. And every sip I took, it kind of froze my entire body, but not of coldness, of delightness. It was an experience. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. It wasn't the best apple juice I've ever drank. I'm like, oh my God, it's pleasing me from within, right? From within. That's the word. From in the inside. I was having an orgasm from the inside drinking juice. It was really weird. But yeah. So, and talking about, we manifested those friends. Those friends are very aligned to us, very aligned, because my daughter is also a very super manifester. And last week we were driving, like, she's like, oh, because our friends live about 6-7 houses down our house, but they have to go around a corner. Okay, there's a little curve, and I don't see their house. So I don't let my girls go and walk there because I can't see. But if it's on that stretch that we are, they actually can go without me. But she's like, oh, as we're driving by after school, can we go and knock at their door to see if they can come and play? I'm like, sure. And actually, as we're turning on the street, they're walking with their sister, their older sister, walking back from school. I'm like, we don't even have to go to their house. I'm just gonna drop you at the corner here. You can talk with them. The universe brought them to you. I was like, oh my God, how amazing is that? And another time, she's like, oh, I really want, we were at home, I really want to go and talk to my friend and see if she wants to come in. And she was doing homework that night. All of a sudden, we hear the door knocking and the dog barking. It was her friend that came knocking at the door. I'm like, well, she's like, oh, I have my homework. I'm like, you could have gone. Like, you manifested her. Shit, you could have gone. Anyway, I'm just super amazed, like, how aligned people, when you're in alignment with someone, they just, right? It's amazing. There's nothing you can do. Like, you think about them, poof, they show up. It's just like, yeah, I'm very impressed with that. And so now I'm like manifesting money. I'm like, whew, I gotta be happy about money though. Money wants me to be excited about it, right? Like, oh my God, I want more money. Not because I don't have money, because I just want more. I desire more. I prefer more. And now I don't have any shame about it, right? And yesterday, so the girls were supposed to go and get their friends, and my daughter, she actually turned around and I said, do you want to spend a day with me? We're going to go get a new video game. Like, we have the Nintendo Switch, and we do mommy and daughter time. We're playing, I don't remember. No. Oh, your hand. My apology for that. Somebody needed a sign out there. You got your sign. God is knocking on your door. Money is knocking on the door. It's not my door. It's not even at the door. Just heard the door outside. Okay, Prince Philip. Come on. Yeah, come on. Come back. Come back. My apology on that one. But anyway, so yeah. Do I regret at times that I got a puppy? Yes, I do. My cat doesn't make that much noise, but I still love him. I still love him dearly. He gives the best cuddles. He gives the best cuddles. Honestly, how can I be mad? I can be mad. Anyway, but yeah, so I was supposed to go, I wanted to get the game yesterday of either Crash Bandicoot or Thunder saying, Prince Philip, stop. It was either Crash Bandicoot or, what was the other game I wanted? Donkey Kong. I used to play Donkey Kong when I was a kid, and I enjoyed the graphic. Like, honestly, I enjoy graphics. Anyway, they didn't have it at the stores. We got Luigi's Mansion number 3 or something. So he goes in the hotel and we play story mode. So it's just so nice. And I'm like, I don't care about the challenges. Like, go get the ghost. And I'm like, woo, money. And I can just break stuff. And like, money shows up like, bling, 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 bling. And I'm like, ooh, exciting. Right? I'm super excited, like, as a kid about money. Like, who cares about the rest? Like, just, and I'm like, it's good. Like, I'm changing that vibration and that the energy surrounding money. And I'm manifesting a bunch of money. Doesn't matter if it's on TV, if it's on my kids stuff. I even found a 10 cent, I know, not a nickel, but the other one, not a penny. What is it? There's a penny, a nickel, the next one after. And it was on the floor. I don't remember where it was. And I was like, ooh, because somebody had said, you have like, because no, it's as easy to manifest $1 as it is to manifest $1 million. Like, if we go with everything is energy and neutral, the only reason why $1 million is harder to manifest because you believe it's bigger, right? If you remove all the energy, that could be. So I've been told that dogs bark a lot when they are bored or frustrated or anxious. There was a lot of people going in the house this week that he doesn't know. So I can understand the anxiety. And yeah, and we don't play a lot. We should go more on walks more often. Yeah, you should go run. But yeah, so in there, so when they say you should be as excited for a penny over $1 million, you want to have the same energy, right? Because if I'm manifesting it, I want it to be effortless. He's also a very good protective dog, right? I know he's my dog, is my ring bell, my doorbell, sorry. But so when I saw that 10 cent on the ground, I was like, oh my God, this is so exciting. 1 second. I'm going to pause that for 1 second. All right, my apology for that. I just put my puppy in my room. Yeah, he's been a little stressed out this week with all the friends. He has to get to know it. And oftentimes I have to put in my room because he barks so much. I want to make sure he doesn't bite. But the kids don't know that, even if we tell them. He's very excited and he's very stressed out. So, but anyway, so yeah, so now as I'm playing the game, money, and I'm like, ooh, I'm enjoying this. So 10 cents, woo! Because when I'm gonna have $1 million, woo, right? Money, yay! How are you gonna feel when you're gonna see all of it, right? And you gotta feel it before it's there. Or you can say, yeah, it's just $1 million, like $1 million is like $1. Yeah, it's that easy, right? You can go with either or. Whatever, like, oh, I just found $1. Oh, I just found $1 million, right? Because at one point, being a millionaire will be just normal. So it's like, yeah, that's not nothing, right? But if you're excited about a penny, when you're gonna have $1 million, it's gonna be exciting too. I want to be excited about my money. I want to be excited about life. I don't want to be just like, it's just normal. It's normal that my life is exciting. That's where I'm going for. But talking about video games also, like I got the Luigi's Mansion game. But I also got, again, I used to play Just Dance. I still play with Just Dance. But yesterday I saw Just Dance 2022. And I used to be a Beachbody. I am not a Beachbody coach anymore, but I used to be a Beachbody coach. And I used to do some of the programs on Beachbody. I'm still a member of it, just not a coach. And so what happens is that I used to exercise for half an hour, right? I enjoyed the program for 30 days. And if you go back in January, I was doing them live, like doing my programs live on TikTok as well, just to get in the mood and energy. And it was like prepping people in the morning, like, good morning, and just, let's get the energy moving. Now I'm like, I don't like exercising, like to say I'm going like to the gym or doing workouts. So I started last week again. I started doing some Just Dance. And just here, I was going to choose a couple dance here and there, but they actually have workout mode, 15-minute workout mode or 30-minute workout mode. So they got like 3 or 4 and then 6 songs. This morning, like I used a new one, the 2022 amazing song, because most of them I've heard on TikTok or whatever on the radio. And it's so good. It's like, oh my God, I dance and I sweat. Last week, after doing 15 minutes of it, I was sweating. I needed a towel. I never sweat that much when I exercise, right? So I know I'm in alignment. I have fun, great music, right? We got to find a way for us that fits us, that works for us. I love dancing. I'm starting a seduction dance class again this Thursday. So I'm super looking forward to it. But also it's just workout does not work for me, but dancing does. And dancing is amazing because I'm learning. Also, I'm enjoying because they have a lot of good dancers on there. And I'm wanting to have like feminine moves and just like be more, I don't know, I kind of be more feminine, but be more at ease in my body and just like, like, and so I'm learning choreography that works also with the song, just to be more like empowered in my femininity. And I'm enjoying it. Also, again, I'm doing it in the morning. So I'm doing it live on TikTok. Did I even give you my TikTok account on this one? I don't think I did. So if you find me on TikTok and Instagram, it's the handle Marie-Mongrain90, MARIEMONGRAIN 90. My website is marie-èvemongrain.com. And on my website, you can also find my Amazon store. I'm going to plug it in. It's my show. I'm going to plug in my own store on there. My Amazon store on there, I have games, books I've read, games I played, stuff I bought for my kids, household items that I use that really, really I find helpful, that changed my life. As a single mother, I had to find ways to make my life easier. So those are things that I really enjoy. And it's all on my website. Amazon store. It's on my website, marie-èvemongrain.com, also on TikTok and Instagram. There's a link to it, and to my podcast, there's a link to a bunch of other stuff as well. And so as well, about the exercise, like I don't do just dance. I thank you to TikTok. I'm doing super good, Mr. Super Dad. Thank you. We're live on TikTok as well. And this is a dad in the UK. Because I got people from all over the world. It's awesome. I had somebody from Australia yesterday saying, hey, hi from Australia. This morning, actually. Hi from Australia. And so yeah, I started doing somatic exercise. So somatic exercise is people who are trained into that. I'm releasing now stuff from my neck, my shoulders, the jaw, and the hips. So we're doing exercises, and they say, do them as lazy as you can. So right, if you have to go like this and just move like this, be lazy. Be lazy. Don't move, just move as little as you can, right? And the goal is to actually just remove some energy, get the energy moving, get the trauma from your body moving. And she said, if you feel like you have an emotion and you have no clue why, just let it go. Just let it cry it out, because that's the whole point, right? So there's emotions that get stored in the body, and sometimes we don't need the story to release it. We just need to move it and feel it. Like, oh, I want to cry, and then just cry. You don't need to know why you feel sad. There's just sadness stuck in your body. And an emotion, for those who don't know, an emotion lasts top 90 seconds. Now it becomes a feeling once you've associated a story to how you feel. So if you feel sad, like, oh, there's sadness going on and you want to cry, then the crying will last 90 seconds. But if you're saying, oh, I feel sad because this happened or because this happened, then that story is what's staying and makes and fuels the emotion, right? Nice. And so I've been starting that. And last week, the first day I did it, like, I'm not feeling like crying. But at one point, we're just doing like a rocking motion on the floor. It looks like masturbating. I mean, I was doing these movements when I was 8, masturbating on a pillow. And yes, I will share that with you, because, that's the kind of person I am. I share everything. Because there's no shame. There's no shame. I was describing my body was nice. And I know I'm not the only one. But that's why it made me look like, oh my God. But it doesn't matter, right? You do that little rocking motion. And at one point, she said, just imagine. It was not even emotion that was kind of making me feel crying. She's like, imagine someone has their hand and is supporting you in your movement in your lower back. Imagine somebody has their hand in your lower back and is helping you move your hips. And I was like, first side, I'm like, okay. Other side, like, imagining that hand in my lower back with support. I was crying. Like, I was not facing the camera, but I was crying. I'm like, it's not even the movement. Imagining the support, the relief I had, like just imagining somebody was there. Fudge, I was like losing it. It's really weird, but it doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter how the story comes. It's the emotion that's getting through the body. That's what we want. We want things to move. And today, nothing happened. I was doing my exercise. Nothing happened. Then my girls and I were starting since yesterday. Who knows how long that's gonna last. We started doing some exercise to be more flexible and be able to do this split. Now, we'll see how that goes. But as of this morning, I still did it. I didn't finish the last 2, but I'll do it with the girls. I want to be able to enjoy life without pain. I want to be able to stand in my body without feeling restricted, right? This is why I want to do this split. Also, I mean, sexually will be pretty good. I mean, it's not because we're getting older that we're getting less flexible. If we believe that, that's what's happening. But as you're like doing it, sorry if there are kids listening in your car. I'm not going to give more details, but you're like, oh, my hip. And like, we have to change position, please. It's painful. It has happened in the past. And I was still young. So it's not because you're older, right? It's just you're flexible or you're not. So, but and that was like, oh, I want to enjoy my life. And I want to enjoy all the blessings and all the fun without being in pain. Flexibility only changes because we believe that as you get older, your body is like, yeah. Flexibility only changes if you stop working on it, right? You can say I'm flexible and your body will be flexible, but you got to do it. It's not because you're getting older. There are kids who are not that flexible because they don't practice, right? So it's just a matter if you want to be flexible, you'll do things that will make you feel flexible. And it's also a mindset shift too, right? If you're like very rigid, your body will feel very rigid. So you can see how am I stuck How am I still feeling stuck? Or how am I still feeling stiff somehow, right? That I still have, I'm a very rigid person. I have an idea and I'm going for it one way, or it's, and I can see how it's also transposing on my body. But now, like, I got a goal. It's not just about healing, because I'm like, oh, I'll do exercise to heal. But if I'm doing this for healing, the universe will keep finding ways and stuff for me to heal from. Now, like, no, I'm doing it because I want to feel good in my body. Yes, a good reason. I get to do the lazy one and just like this, whatever comes out is great. But also at the same time, I'm stretching because I have some pain, right? I'm stretching to feel better. The objective is not to remove the pain and to heal, it's to actually feel better. And now we'll do the split. And this morning, the girl is like 14. I found a YouTube tutorial or something. The girl is 14. She's flexible. Like, I mean, she's doing a tutorial on YouTube about how she does the split, right? She can do a 180, like maybe like 190, 200 degrees split. Like, she's like bending like this. This is like her body. And so I was like, you know, the show Cake Fail? I don't know if it's Cake Fail or is it Cake? No, it's not. Yeah, kind of. But no, that's not the show I'm talking about. Good job, Super Dad. As you heal from within, it's going to show on the outside as well. And that's important. We change our mindset. As you change your mindset and your beliefs about yourself, everything else heals. And because we're powerful beings. This is why that split yesterday, like, it's hilarious because the show, the cake show I'm talking about is like, I think it's called Nailed It, where they have like the beautiful cake and yet they replicate it. Maybe it's on YouTube, but, and then when they show like nailed it, and you see like a super sad version of that, like the princess and like a little princess. I'm like, I feel like the nailed it version of doing the split. The girl is like on her back, one leg like this, one leg on her shoulder like that. Here I am, and I know you guys can't see, but I'm going to try to describe it as much for those who are just listening to it. I am here on my back, having a hard time having my legs straight, and I'm here like this. And for those who can't see the notes, and her leg is all over behind her head. And like, yeah, this is the nail it version. I can't even have my legs straight, right? So, like, this is the nail it version of stretches. And I'm not going to judge because I know I'm going to go, further. This is day 2. If I practice every day, of course, I'm going to get better. And it's not going to be like that all the time, which I'm looking forward to because it's not fun to not be able to have your legs super straight all the time. But I laugh, and I'm not kidding you, I laughed for like 10, 15 minutes this morning. But as you release emotion, your emotion might come out as crying. You may cry. And I cried in my shower last night, and I cried for a bunch of stuff. And that's okay. It feels good to release. Like, it's not all day long. It's just when I allow myself to cry in the shower, or if as needed, right? But this morning, it was laughter. And I remember, je vais très bien, merci Alex. I remember when I started EFT, which is tapping. After one session, I was like, I just started laughing. And I laughed for like 10 minutes straight. Like, at the end of the session, I'm like, I think I need to go. I don't know, like, we were done. Our time was done. And she had to call back, to message me back later, say, are you still okay? Like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. Am I okay? Like, is that okay? Am I having like a stroke? Because I was laughing so much, I thought something was wrong with me, right? I'm laughing for no reason. And this morning I knew it was safe. So I didn't judge the laughter. It was just like imagining it. And I'm like, you know what? Laughter is release. It's emotion coming out of the body. And it was just hilarious. And I laughed, and it was just amazing to feel. And I'm going to answer you after. I'm live. Actually, I'm not live yet. I'm doing my podcast. Yeah, I have some question on TikTok. Like, oh my God, comments. Yeah. So I'm on a podcast right now. It's going to be on my website very soon. But there's more podcasts. If you go in the link in my bio, there's podcast there. You can find the other 40 episodes there. I have I think I'm like on over 40 episodes now. So I'm celebrating myself. Woo! For somebody who wasn't sure that I could do it, I've done that many so far. So I'm actually very proud of me for where I want to. I didn't know I was going to be here. So this is getting better and better for me. I also want to share. I got so much stuff. Like, look at my sheet. Oh my God, right? One day might be more organized, and right now it's still like that. and I'm happy because it's me. Right now, this is my journey. And I know if you guys are listening, there's something, whatever show you're listening, there's something in there that your inner being guided you to listen, because you needed a little nuggets for your own life at one point. So this is how I see everything in my life. Oh, why was I there at this time? Oh, because I got this nugget out of that person. I got this out of that person. I got this out of this conversation, right? Might be one word, might be the whole thing, but I know there's always something in the energy or the words that I need to help me in my own journey. And yeah, just on like manifesting things, like the queen passed away 2 weeks to 3 weeks ago, I don't remember. And today is her funeral. And so I don't watch TV. I don't have cable. I'm always live on TikTok, so I scroll a little bit. But there was no way I would have known the queen would have passed if I was not having an appointment at the garage. Like, and that morning that the queen passed away, it was hilarious for me. I was like, I am ready to let a man lead me in my life, to be like submissive to a man, but like someone who can actually lead me. And I can be like, yeah, I love your life vision and I want in, right? Because instead of being the one who's always doing it all and like planning it all, there's a part of me in my family that's like, yeah, I do want the guy who's gonna come in and take action and decide, like not decide for me, but kind of like he's gonna be the reflection of me. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for that king. Boom, I go to Porsche dealership because that's where I had my oil change. And I'm sitting like in the waiting room. I'm like, the news that. But like, oh, they're talking about the royal. Like, oh, okay, the queen is like, at that time she was still alive. And I was like, oh, okay, she might pass away soon. Everything is on hold. And I'm like, well, that was good. And boom, like 5 minutes later, oh, the queen is dead. Blah, blah. And I do enjoy the royalty stuff. Like I don't follow and I don't buy any of their stuff, but I still find it very, the monarchy, I still find it very intriguing and I really love it. And if I was not going at the garage then, I would not have seen it. Like I was meant to know it from as soon as it happened. I'm like, this is really weird, the synchronicity, how it happened, right? At that time, when I was there, not before, at that time I was there that day. The day that I changed myself, right? Because the queen, like I'm the queen, I'm the one who controls everything. The day I decided to let go and give control to my man, that's the day that the king became king. It's like, and it was I'm sorry. And it was just interesting for me to see how my reality was created then. It was very interesting. But yeah, so how things are happening at the exact time when it's supposed to happen, when you change something within yourself, something outside will change. It's pretty freaky, but in a good way. I can, once you start seeing the link between I felt like this happened outside, like interesting how I always get impressed by my own manifestation and what I see in the world. So I want to share that with you. And anybody who is affected by the queen's passing, my sympathy to the family. If what's the chance that the royal family is actually listening to me? Very slim, but we never know, right? We never know that their higher being, that their higher self is not getting them to me. Who knows? But if we're meant to work together or even talk at one point, it would be my pleasure to meet them and my deepest sincere sympathy. And I cannot, like, there's a lot of jokes going on TikTok about King Charles, like waiting for his mother to, she passed away so he can put the crown. There's still a part of me that feels for the guy, like, obviously he still lost his mother, and now like there's not a lot of time for him to actually grieve. He's gotta step up and be the man and not have emotions, and like and even in the royalty, like as royal, like don't show too much emotion, like, but so there's a lot of repression I feel on that sense for that family in general. But I'm sending them lots of love, lots of healing. The best will happen for the highest good of all. So on this, you guys, I wish you a good day, and please let me know how you're listening to me, if I've helped you. If you want me to talk about some subjects, please do share that with me either by email at marie-ève.mongrain.com. Wait, that's not my email, that's my website. Marie-Ève at marie-ève.mongrain.com, or you can write on my YouTube page or on my website, on TikTok, Instagram. Feel free to DM me, and I do read most of the DMs. Now, if you send me a dick pic, I will not open it. But like I will, if you have something good to tell me, I will gladly read it. I wish you all a good time. Ciao. Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.